That was a spoiler. Well then, welcome. Today we are, well, playing Etheria Restart, but we have encountered some technical difficulties. I can't somehow play the gameplay of it. I will have to change, I will change, how should I say, something. I think we have to activate that. Just ignore that. I need to, well, do some stuff so that it looks alright. It will be, yeah, something. Now like this, and honestly speaking, the much easiest way is, well, I will try and fix that. I just make it really small, and I don't really think there's anything. Put it like this. Yeah, a bit of a spoiler. But now let's see how it would look. A bit much. Like this, I think. Yeah, because of the difficulties, we are doing it like this. Now let's see. Yeah, we will have to see. Yeah, I need to cut some stuff. Like this. Well, now let's just wait for a minute. I need to see if I've done it right. A bit too much cut. Well, I think we'll use the overlay for today. Not really. Yeah, now it should be showing everything, but a bit more. I think a little bit more. Well, now I'm just looking if it's alright. Yeah, not, we need a bit more. And now it should be fine. Just waiting a bit to see. Well, because the stream has a few seconds delay. So yeah. Now let's see. Yeah, now it should be alright. So yeah. Well, I don't think OBS has anything that could dox me or anything like this. And most of it is just German words. Now then. Well, honestly speaking, I wanted to use the text and, well, talk about my ranking and such, but yeah. Seems like we can use that right now. So yeah. Now then, let's get started. well, as you can see, I have played a lot more than, I think since the release I have been playing every day, or farming at least. So yeah, and this is what I got. I didn't spend any money and completely free to play. I think I was a bit more on the unluckier side because, well, the audio music. Wait, not yet. Forgot to put the music on, but yeah, now we have it. And yeah, I hope it's alright.
生如逆旅，死是归途。
Well, these are the characters I got.
很久没有别再生
I'm
命何
just
其短暂
currently, you could say,
明悟刀
using
剑
their dupes
却能
to
令我
improve
今
them.
天天气不好，本来不想
Just
开门营
like
业，
the Eidolons in Honkestari.
需要我提供什么数据吗？
Now then. Yeah. As you can see, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 SSRs. Well, we can also count how many pulls I have done. Not the proper... there's the record. Now let's see. Alright, we are still going. Might take a while. Well, not really, because yeah. So I am, well, 65 times 5 plus 3. I've done apparently 328 pulls. That's quite a lot. So yeah, I, well, didn't spend any money on it. You have seen the model. I have to be careful because, well, this is directly there, so yeah. So yeah, I am, well, I have played completely free free to play for 6 days. I have played it, how should I say? I have opened it and just farmed the materials till I go to sleep. It was always running on the background. And yeah, if I had to say, I got, well, I would say, as for the gacha, well, let's start there. If I had to say, these gachas with the golden ones are not worth it. If you are free to play, I recommend the standard one because not only is 1 10 pull on the standard one just 1,000 gems, it is also that the character currently, I don't know what will happen to the next characters, but currently all the SSRs are in the standard banner, so you can pull them. If you want a specific one, you can pull on the limited ones, but it's more expensive. For example, well, this one, Messiah, for his limited one is 3,000 gems, or I don't know how the currency is called, and I don't want to see. And yeah, for this limited one, because it's how should I say, not an Apex Animus, so an Apex SSR. That means this one. That's why this one is as cheap as the standard banner. Well, honestly speaking, if you want this character, you can also pull on this banner. She is also really good in PvP, but I didn't pull for her because I don't really like the character design. I don't know why, but seeing, I should say, this kind of character clothes, it just doesn't appeal to me. Maybe it's just me, but I don't really like, Well, the above design looks good, but the bottom one, I don't like it. Well, as for this, well, this is an Apex SSR, that's why it's... Because the chance to get one of those Apex SSRs is 0.25, as you can see. That's why they are a bit rarer. Well, I have gotten 3 of them. I have Doki Doki, Mio, and Heinrich, as you have seen. So yeah. I think for free-to-play players, the standard gacha, the permanent summon one, is the best. As for this one, well, this also costs... well, you can even use diamonds, it seems like. Only the golden chips. So yeah. Well, now to the other stuff. This was the summer one. Well, another thing that has surprised me is, well, there's PvP in this game. We will play PvP today. Well, this one is the kind of same PvP like Cookie Run Kingdom. The other one is you can play in real time against other people. As you can see, I am in one platinum and the other silver. I've played a little bit of it, so yeah. As for, well, the another character category I wrote was the story, but honestly speaking, I skipped the entire story, so I won't rate the story because I have no idea what happened. So I did fight the boss fights and such, so yeah. And well, as for the art, well, I like the character art, but some of the designs... Well, I've said before, in Freya as an example, I like the top, but the clothing this choice below is, well, too much. I don't really like it. Well, as for the other character design, I'm just looking through it for a short while. But I think well, the other girls look alright, honestly speaking. Just Freya is... Well, she maybe too. I think I just don't like this type of... Well, I don't really know what this is called. Maybe trousers or at least the bottom part. I don't really like those. Well, this is the first time I've seen this character. Now let's see. So I don't mind if the characters show a bit of lag or lag like Veronica or something like this. But I want at least the clothes to be, well, kind of realistic. Because I don't think there's anyone that would, well, wear this kind of the bottom half if it's not for swimming. But I don't really understand fashion, so maybe it is kind of some fashion trend. But I just don't really like those. So yeah, the other character designs are great. Or look great. At least they fit the character and everything like this. Well, there are some confusions. For example, not really confusions, but for example, Kasumi Kazuyo and Kazuyo the Reverie. Apparently, they are not the same person. I have read their character description, and yeah, I don't really understand. Some kind of dream experiment there, like. It's written there. Kasumi Kazuyo, born within a dream, a manifestation of Kazuyo during a dream experiment. So yeah. I think they should have just said she has another form or anything like this. But it's alright if they are having some kind of dream experiment. But, well, maybe it's because I haven't really played the story, so I don't know. And then there's Dorothy the Wisher and the Dorothy we get there. I think I have to read the description for it. I didn't know that there are also Apex animals for Essa.
心愿和
Just
礼
reading
物
it.
是一对
Okay.
手牵手的好朋友呢。
I think maybe they are the same person. I have no idea. So yeah. If I had to say, I think, well, the character art and everything like this, I think it's cool. I quite like a lot. But Freya is my most disliked one from all the design. I'm just, well, I like the color palette and everything about her. But just this bottom half, or the clothing choice, it's kind of, how should I say, I don't really like this. So yeah, now enough with the designs. Now let's talk about the gameplay.
语言无法表达，
Well, I have,
都在我的歌声。
well, it's just a basic turn game, turn-based game. Other than that, if I had to say, well, as you can see, the system is a little bit different to normal turn-based. For example, there's something called Shell. If you want, you could say this is kind of like a little companion that can either also fight or support the character. Every companion, well, you can get them from fighting boss stages. I will show it later. I won't fight one because,
来听我演唱的
if I had to say so, the game difficult level is challenging. Maybe it's because I'm free to play, but who knows? I will talk about that later. Then there are the skills. Here's the thing. Even if you can level your characters fully, the skills one are hard to get because this perfect lattice, you can only get them from shop, and well, honestly speaking, I've never seen it gotten it in a quest reward. But yeah, you can mostly purchase it only in the shop, and not only is it extremely expensive, it is also hard to buy because if you're in a union, that is kind of a guild, it costs, you get daily, well, it costs 300 for a piece, for 5 pieces, and you need 50 to create one full skill enhancement. So yeah. Well, if I had to say, well, as I said, it is kind of a basic
您想
turn-based
知道
game.
什么？
It has, well,
看在你费尽心思取悦我的
now
份上，
that I see about it,
我
Doki
允
Doki
许
has
你
that
向我
too.
提一个请求。
So yeah. Let's not talk about it. I just think I don't like this kind of design
收起
with
你
the
的好
bottom
奇
half.
心，
I'd rather
语言无
it's
法表达
something
的
like this, like these
都在
pants
我的。人们总
or
是
some
追逐
kind of
鲜艳的
half
服美
black
路，
showing dress,
却
where
忘了
these
必
kind of
经
look
之路上
natural
可
and
贵
cool.
的荆棘。
And I can imagine other people
但
wearing
为
it,
了
honestly
渴求
speaking.
之物奉献鲜血，
Yeah.
私人时间。
And yeah, this is for the, well, kind of game system, what there's, and what's a bit different
也想听我
from the
唱
usual
歌。
gacha game. Well, this is the same. These are just artifacts and give you effects, but yeah. But a good thing is, they just like Honkai Star Rail, they've implemented kind of a percentage. Here you can see what kind of shells, kind of partners, so characters you can put in a team with them, what kind of synergy they have at best. And yeah, you can even choose late stage, mid stage, and early stage. That is just your level, if you can acquire these things or if not,
是真的喜欢我的歌
and what
声，
is recommended for the best.
还是说
Well, I am already at the late
只是想凑个热闹。
stage level, so yeah. And yeah, I think that's mostly it. Well, if I had to say, I have no idea about the meta in the arena, so might be interesting. So yeah, now let's go to the other. Well, this is the place where you can farm the shells. So the little companions. As you can see, I have gotten quite far. I haven't beaten Nico Nana because, well, as I said before, it gets quite hard in the later stages. So yeah. There you can get the modules, so the armor or artifacts. And yeah, they are free, but Yeah, as you can see. But the stages are quite a lot. There's the Hell stage, then there's the Inferno stage. So yeah, the artifacts or the modules have quite a large amount of variety, or rarity, honestly speaking. You have, the normal ones, these you can see. Then it goes from blue, purple, then yellow, then pink, then red. And yeah, these are the stages. So a lot more stages than usually. Then, the investigations. This is where you farm your level up material. That is the place where I mostly farmed. Well, that's because I needed quite a lot. For example, I have... as you know, the SSR start at 4 stars, and I leveled up 3 of them to 5 star. And I'm still... these 2 are max level, and I'm currently leveling this up 1 up. So yeah, the higher the level, the harder it is, the more level material you need. Then the GP outpost is for the skills. So yeah, it is also quite hard. As you can see, I can only get 1 star at most. I haven't really seriously tried, but so I don't really know if it's at all like this, because I only put it on automatic and just let it roll. As for other things, this is, how should I say, an event. It's kind of like a board game. This is, you had to collect some wish orbs. I wish it would have been, how should I say, we can choose every one of them. That would have been good. Or maybe alright, because, now I am still going my rounds to collect all these. And yeah, and this is also an event. This is kind of like the Abyss, or the monthly thing you have to do, kind of, but different, because they are all stages, and yeah, you can go deeper and deeper. So yeah, I'm making a lot of comparisons to Honkai Star Rail because maybe it's a better picture. No idea. These are also levels you can fight and get rewards from. It's kind of the same like the Abyss. This one, you are doing it with other people and collecting, supplies. But yeah, I've only played 1 game of it and I was confused, so didn't really touch it. So yeah, as you can see from the event, even from the board, there are a lot of gems. You get 10 gems at most. But that's not only that, but while doing every investigation, there's also a small chance for you to either get gems or these purple summoning tickets. I have to say, how should I say, the friendliness of getting these gems is, it's the best out of most gacha games, because you can get them from farming, from stages you haven't even cleared. And yeah, I was surprised. You can get these gems quite easily, either through achievements or from these. These are missions for you to do. And yeah, you can do quite a lot of missions. And yeah, now that I think about it, so yeah, these are all the missions you can do. The more the better, kind of. And the rewards are also good, 100 for those. So if you're using the permanent banner, that would be, you get 2 pulls if you complete a mission. So yeah. And I think that's mostly it. I can wait a minute. I just check it. So yeah, I have talked about the story, kind of the art, gameplay, and difficulty. Well, if I had to say difficulty-wise, it's well, if I were to compare it to other gacha games, it's one of the difficult ones. If I had to, well, say about the game in general, then I'm thinking. If I were to give this difficulty level, maybe, well, if it's about myself, I would say it was, how should I say? It was difficult. In the later levels, it is really difficult. In the early stages, it's alright. But late stage, it's, if I had to say, really difficult. So, maybe an 8 or a 9 for difficulty level. Maybe most of the difficulty comes from that you can play with other players, but most of the players are already full level and such, so yeah. As for free-to-play friendliness, if I had to say, yeah, it is, well, if you're talking about PvP, obviously those who spend money have a much higher win percentage, and it's much more, well, harder because you're fighting against real people. But yeah. But if you're talking about the rewards, even though the starting rewards or the, well, opening of the game rewards, well, it was all login rewards. They didn't immediately give you, well, they gave you a free temple, I think. And yeah, the rest you had to farm, like log in every day and such, for the, even though it's the, how should I say, starting rewards or kind of like this, so yeah. I don't really know if you are starting late, if you still get these kinds of rewards, like every day you had gotten, for 1 week or 6 days, I think, you had gotten, I think, 5 these chips, so 5 pulls. You have gotten 5 pulls every day, and the last day are free 10 pull, so yeah. But I don't really know if that is also implemented if you start from another. Sorry. Didn't get enough sleep today. So if you start from a new account in the next year or something like this. Well, as for the game type, well, this is more like a background game. So you just put it on and farm the material and just do everything. If I had to say so, well, if you are doing the PvP, obviously you have to be there for it, but other than that, farming the material and such is, well, quite tedious and takes a long time, so I usually just let it run in the background, so yeah. Well, maybe we can just give this, yeah, I'll just write down my scores. I would say the art was, well, I will give it an S minus, because I do have some character, well, just the bottom half of Freya. Maybe a S. It's just one character that bothers me, but other than that, I like that. As for gameplay, well, the game variety is quite a lot. You can play the arena, doing raid battles, and so on. So, I'll give it. If I were to compare to gacha games, usually it's much better. So, an S. As for difficulty, I will give it an A. It is possible. You just need a good team combo, and at the same time, it's also challenging. So yeah. But if you want to fight with your favorite characters, that might be a lot harder. As for free-to-play friendliness, I think I will give it an A. It is good and, well, better than most gachas, but how should I say? There are some events that need either, well, that you need to spend real-time money on, but that's mostly the skins. For example, the skin for the little robot. They have implemented a gacha that you can only play if you buy some special tickets that cost €5 or dollars or kind of, or anything like this. So yeah. And yeah. And so the game type, I would say background game. Yeah. Yeah. As for the overall score, I would say an A. A+. So yeah. Well, that would be, well, what I would say the game is like. So the story, no idea. The art is good. There's some fashion choices that I personally don't like, but maybe some others do. The gameplay, yeah, it's an S, I would say, because of the variety, and well, other than that, it's just turn-based. The difficulty, I would say A. There are some stages that are hard, but after leveling up more the characters, then it's, well, gets better, but not really too much. Free-to-play friendliness, an A. Well, I forgot to mention it, but if you only need one character, you could say the constellations or the dupes of the characters are kind of, well, for the character itself, not really too relevant, I think, because they don't give too much of a buff. But if you're talking about the PvP arena, then that might be something, because PvP is, yeah, a different genre. So that might make a difference in PvP. And yeah, that would be my review for it. And now let's go to the arena. So yeah, we will, well, as you can see my battle record. So I said that we can't do revenge battles. So yeah, wait a minute. Yeah. Now we have 15 battles to do today. Now let's see. I don't think... Yeah. So yeah, these gems are quite useful. Well, right now I'm looking for players that I can beat. I'm mostly looking at how many stars they have. The team combo, I think... Well, I usually use one healer, one support. I kind of had 2 attackers, but this one is also kind of a debuffer. Well, I'm really sorry about that. Yeah, I had too few sleep, so I might be yawning a lot. So yeah, if I had to say, currently Mio is in the meta because she can freeze opponents, but I haven't have her build. So yeah, we'll do that for later. And now, as I will show you the gameplay. So yeah, you can either use auto mode or bites. I think the music is a bit loud. Just a minute. Just looking. Yeah. Now I think it's alright. And yeah. As for the animations, they are... Well, as you can see, the ultimate animations, even though they are SSRs, kind of the same like the SRs. So it's not like there's anything, well, different, so yeah. As you can see, the star levels give quite a lot of, well, difference, because I am easily defeating them.
我的
Another thing is this world chat. The problem, well, it's good that everyone can talk about each other and such, but currently there are a lot of scammers out there that are using the chat for, well, trying to get someone to fall and spend money. So yeah. Now we are looking. Yeah, I think this one. Well, usually if you see that the DPS is an SR and you have SSR DPS, it's safe. Well, as you can see, everyone is using Freya because she is in the meta, but I just don't want to use her. There. Now let's see. As you can see, if you want, you can say Doki Doki is, well, she's making it that we have priority. Sometimes it's working, sometimes it's not. Well, I hope the music is alright. I think, well, I don't really know why you sometimes don't have much resolution. Maybe I should increase the resolution, who knows. And yeah. This is the usual gameplay, as you can see. And I need to heal. Yeah, now that the... Well, as you can see, usually as long as the DPS is away, it's if you defeat the DPS, it's a sure win. Because characters that are not DPS are quite weak. And yeah. Now we have defeated it. Yeah, I always see... Well, yeah. Those with full 5-star teams are... Well, I can't challenge them right now because I only have, well, 3 5-star, and the next one I want to level to 5 stars Doki Doki. There. Not only that, but I need to get better modules for her. I'm currently still using, I think, the rare ones. There. If I have to say, the game is, as a background game, it's quite fun. I always just let it run and see what happens. So yeah, apparently Grey is in the meta, but I don't really know. Let's see. Well, but if I had to say, the healers, the SR ones are also really good. For example, 2 of them, I think, 2 SR characters have the revival ability. They can revive a dead ally, so that's good. And just checking. Yeah. There we are, well, using up all the tickets. And then I think we will maybe do 1 round of the online arena or something like this. So yeah, well, as long as there's nothing, well, big, I think this will be, well, the last live stream of Etheria Restart. Because I don't really think, well, in my opinion, it's not really much of a streaming game. Well, the most I can do is maybe just play online multiplayer and fight against others, but yeah. But that's mostly it, I think, with this. Well, maybe my opinion changes after a while. And then I will make another review of it. Well, I think I'll just continue playing it for a year and see. Let's see. Now we are promoted. Now let's see. Yeah, another tip if you are playing this game, it's best if you avoid this character, the Messiah, because he is currently the best DPS in the game. So that would mean that
就帮你一
he's
回
really
吧。
dangerous. He also has an ability that gives him immunity. Wait, it's a bit too loud. Alright. So he has an ability that gives him immunity to, how should I say,
我的赠予吧。
海潮在催促我。
to every attack. Like, how should I say? After uses, I don't really know which skill, but after uses a certain skill, no matter how much you attack him, his LP won't go down for 1 round or 2. So that's why it's difficult.
小意思。
So yeah, I think we're losing right now because, yeah, the element we are against is one of our weaknesses. So yeah, I don't think it will work. So yeah. As you can see, the moment the DPS is down, you can survive. Well, you can stall, but that's it. And you can refresh, but I do it, well, you have seen. Yeah. Let's hope that we could get good refreshes. If not, then that's it. I don't really know why, but I've seen people putting in joke teams. For example, well, how should I say, they just put the rare ones, so the blue characters. As you can see, there's this kind of color next to it. The purple is SR, the golden one is SSR, and so on. The blue one are the rare ones, and this is what the people usually use. Yeah, seems like because we ranked up, we won't find anyone, I think, that is in our level range. Well, we can try this one, because, yeah, we can try
我
it.
听见了谎言的声音。
But if there's a survival chance, who knows?
不要眨眼，
Nah. So yeah, I close the chat
一起来，
because, yeah,
无与伦比的体验吧。
sometimes there's scam or spam there.
轮到我登场了。
Strangely enough, there's quite a lot currently.
歌唱吧，
Well, at least from what I've seen the past few days.
在这漆黑夜幕之下，
And now, yeah.
土吧。
Well, we just have to survive this one's attack, because that's full level up.
小意思，
And this one.
不足为惧。
So yeah, the current meta is, how should I say,
快点开始吧。冲！
slowing down the opponent.
下一颗子弹，
But yeah.
一个也别想逃。好的，去。
But luckily, I think we will win. Yeah. Now let's see. Yeah, this one looks alright. So even though we are platinum, we have to fight against the golden ones because
声音。
I think people at the platinum rank are too strong for me right now.
无与伦比的体验吧。
And yeah.
这是你们
So he gives a debuff that they are much more vulnerable to attacks.
化作尘土吧。
海潮。
So yeah, even though I don't really
快点开始吧。
vibe with the Freya design, I have to say she has one of the best animations. Her ultimate. It looks really cool. I think she hasn't appeared in the story at all. So yeah. I've seen the story and I know that some characters appear there, so yeah. Now let's see. I think this one might be possible.
就帮你一回吧。
Yeah, I think there are people talking about private stuff right now in the world chat.
不要眨眼，接受我的赠予吧。
Yeah, one of our allies died.
撕碎他们！
轮到我登场，聆听吧。
I hope the audio is alright or the game music isn't too loud because, well, somehow didn't allow me to connect the screen for this game, so I had to improvise.
快点开始。
I also had the thought of just giving the review and then playing another game, but yeah, didn't do it because, well, yeah.
海潮在催促我。
Then I would have to do a new thumbnail and then also it would be strange not showing what I'm talking about, so yeah.
小意思。
在这漆黑夜幕，
I just hope I didn't talk too much about the character design. And now let's search. The search continues. I'm not sure if this is a joke team or not because, well, apparently that person was Diamond. Well, let's just try it. So yeah, we might lose right now because this one is the one that takes the turn base. Yeah, we'll get below. We have to try our best to survive.
不足为惧。
But the only reason why I decided to challenge it is because,
必是
yeah,
哪里出了问题？
I think we might not survive. Yeah, we won't survive. As you can see, yeah. Honestly speaking, I want to know which one is the side causes silence. And yeah. Well, let's change this one.
这是应尽的义务。
小意思。
Yeah, I think I need to increase my speed module in such because, well, Doki Doki should be really fast.
体验吧。
So
轮到我
yeah,
登场了吗？
this is what I have to build.
聆听吧。
当醒来吧，撕碎他们！
Well, as for
子弹，这是你们自找的。
well, I think after we let's see how many tickets I have left. Well, 5 more battles and then I will show you the online PvP. The online PvP is a bit different than what you would expect. From yeah.
别来碍事，我的子弹可不长眼。
Yeah, I will explain later why it's a bit different. Or maybe after this battle. Let's play a bit online. We luckily
黑
survived.
夜幕之下，化作尘土吧。
海潮海流，不畏一切。
该死，
So yeah, as you can see, the SRs are also meta relevant.
仇旧恨，
There are some good ones.
不要眨眼。
And well, I haven't really done anything with those SRs. I still have to think about them. Because I would be searching for a specific type. I already have a good healer, and yeah,
可能
I'm still thinking about what kind of SI I need.
不足为惧。好的，
We might make it, or we maybe not might make it. It's now a one-on-one battle. As you can see, this is the invisibility I was talking about. Yeah, we did make it. So yeah, now to the online PvP. I got some achievement. Yeah. Now let's go to Summit Arena. So yeah, as you can see, you can choose the characters. You're choosing, well, if you start, you can only choose one character. Afterwards, you can choose two. And yeah, this is, yeah. You can choose 5 characters, but you, well, later on can, I won. Well, as I was explaining. So yeah, I am first, so I will choose this. That is because Heinrich is in the meta, so I want to prevent other people from using it. So yeah, other people can choose the same characters you have chosen. This is why it's like this. And then these, after the opponent chooses, I will show you. Or it will show you. You can disable one of the characters. So if I had to say, I would take this one away because it's quite annoying how he takes the turn away. So yeah. Now we are fighting against in real time. As expected, they've chosen the DPS that I usually use. But it doesn't matter because, well, there's Heinrich. That's why if you're fighting against online, it's best if you have more than one DPS ready, because the moment they chose that one, it's, how should I say, nearly the end then. Because then it's a sure lose because you can't fight. So yeah. Now let's wait. So yeah, as you can see, or maybe not see, there's a 30-second timer, so that's how long you can choose and think about it. Yeah. We are just fighting. Honestly speaking, Doki Doki, other than being increasing the turn, well, it's alright. But the cooldown is quite long, so yeah. But I think that's made so long because, well, if it wasn't for the well, arena, so fighting against other players, well, if I were to look at the other perspective of, well, the other player having a Doki Doki and just taking the turn away multiple times, yeah, that would be annoying. So I understand that. That's why they made, how should I say, cooldown longer. And now we're waiting. So yeah, the good thing is, you might not see it, but there's a short description of what their attack does, so that's always good. I'm sorry again. I really didn't get enough sleep today. So yeah, well, in my opinion, some turn-based games are streamable, some are not. And yeah. Now it will be hard to say who will win. Because on one hand, our DPS is down, on the other, well, we are nearly full HP, so yeah. Luckily our healer is quite a tank too. But the healer is really slow. That's why maybe. Now let's see who will win. 1 DPS or 3 support. It seems like the person is now focusing on Doki Doki. Okay. Yeah, we are chipping down the damage. And yeah. Nearly done. Well, just as I said before, this is a real person that is playing. And yeah, we got, well, the thing. Yeah, honestly speaking, I think that's it for today. We have done quite a lot. Well, this stream was honestly speaking a review. And yeah, I think that's enough for today. Especially because it seems I am still, well, quite sleepy. So yeah, thank you for listening and yeah, see you next time. Bye!